Dimension Valley is officially banned from the Gym Leader Challenge format. The stadium was absolutely broken. It went in every psychic deck just because the effect was that powerful. Reducing the cost of psychic Pokemon's attacks by one colorless doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a whole energy attachment basically across your entire board on a stadium, which means your opponent has to find a bump for it. And if they don't, then you get a free energy in play for the rest of the game until they bump the stadium with another stadium or field blower. And while you're applying pressure with your attackers that are now cheaper due to Dimension Valley sticks in play. So your opponent is now pressured to find a stadium and an attacker to respond to your attackers. So with the banning of a card that was in quite literally every single psychic deck list, there's a stadium gap in every list. So I wanted to go over a few cards that I think are suitable replacements for it. Starting with probably the best replacement is Tropical Beach, which allows you to end your turn by drawing up to 7 cards in your hand. It's a very good card. Setup wise, you put it down early game, draws you up to 7 for next turn. It allows you to set up for Iron Boulder plays the following turn by being able to thin your hand down from 7 is significantly easier to match your opponent's hand size. And then with the new special Telepathic Energy, every psychic deck is playing Guzman Hala. So you can go Guzman Hala for the Telepathic Psychic, get 2 basic Pokemon in play, that thins your hand down, and then you put Tropical Beach in play, drop to 7, and you set up for a broken turn 2. Come to think of it, Tropical Beach is kind of just a broken card in general. This could probably just go in a bunch of different decks. I might as well just pick one. Oh! The clear issue with Tropical Beach and why it doesn't see play in more decks is the quite hefty price tag attached to it. It has 2 printings, both of which are exclusive to Worlds in 2011 and 2012 respectively. Luckily, there are World Championship printings of the card, which unfortunately can't be used at regionals or official events like that. They can be used at locals. I would check with your organizer just to be sure, but even these run $30, which isn't insane, but compared to other cards, it's just a lot. Like I said, Tropical Beach is by far probably the best replacement for the Dimension Valley, but the price is going to be up there, so I have significantly more budget-friendly options coming up. Speaking of, and one of my favorite stadiums is Artisan. It's just a very good stadium generally, and like I said, Guzman Hala getting the Telepathic Psychic being played in every deck, you can get Artisan off of Guzman Hala as well, which nets you a 3rd basic. And then you can combine it with Cleffa, so you can use Artisan to go get Cleffa, and it acts basically like a Tropical Beach if you go second, which you're going second to play Guzman Hala. So it's a pseudo Tropical Beach. It's not ideal compared to Tropical Beach because Cleffa does give up a prize card, but you can build your deck to be able to go behind a prize card and come back. Psychic is broken anyway, so. Training Court is another stadium I've really been liking in my deck lists, especially with the Xatu engine. It allows you to put a basic energy back from your discard pile into your hand, and using this, you can get the guaranteed Clairvoyant Sense each turn, which draws you 2 additional cards and accelerates an energy in play. It can fill the pseudo energy acceleration role that Dimension Valley played by allowing you to use Xatu every turn so long as you have energy in the discard pile, and kind of loop your attackers that way. Mystery Garden is a stadium that I'm not 100% sure on yet. It seems really good in theory with Malamar being able to accelerate the energy that you discard to it, and then you get to draw more cards with the stadium anyway. The issue I've been coming up with is actually being able to use the stadium for decent effect. You need to have an energy in hand and a close to full board of 6 to actually get value out of the stadium. And at that point, you have onboard draw, and you don't necessarily need Mystery Garden. I'm sure it's nice if you can get it set up and you have a consistent way to use it. It's very good in theory draw engine. I'm just not 100% sure, and I'll have to do some more testing with it in my Psychic builds. Next is Parallel City. This is a very just solid stadium to play in any deck that likes to go wide like Psychic does. You have all this energy acceleration and support Pokemon that support your broken attackers, so you want to be able to keep your board of 5. Parallel City being able to limit your opponent's board to just 3 Pokemon is very good. And the best answer to a Parallel City is a Parallel City of your own. So if you put the Parallel City in play first, you limit your opponent to 3, and then they can't play their Parallel City because of the stadium rule. So I'm sure a good chunk of builds would consider just slotting in a Parallel City as both disruption and protection from other Parallel Cities. And then the premier protection stadium is Chaotic Swell. It's a very good card in decks that don't necessarily have stadiums they need to be running, because while it's in play, it just discards the next stadium that tries to bump it. So if they try to play a Parallel City, it gets bumped. If they try to play an Artisan to help them get another basic, it gets bumped. They try to play a Tropical Beach to draw some cards, it gets bumped. It's a very powerful stadium at denying your opponent from playing stadiums and protecting your board from effects like Parallel City. This weekend was the Full Grip Games Chaos Rising 3K Gym Leader Challenge Tournament. So the results from that are going to be very telling for what Psychic wants to be doing or what stadiums it wants to play. There were 3 Psychic lists in the top 8, and it was an all Psychic finals. So Psychic has not gone anywhere realistically. Between the top 3 decks, all 3 of them ran both Parallel City and Tropical Beach, with the second place list also opting to run Mystery Garden. I think this just goes to show how broken Psychic is. It could opt to play more setup, support-friendly stadiums like Artisan to get more basics in play, but it also can just play Parallel City to just be disruptive, because it's already able to set up so much without it that it's just a broken type. And Dimension Valley, it will miss it, but it won't be a big hit to the type as a whole.